Hello, this is Lee Anthony Davis with another announcement video from my YouTube channel. A warm welcome on Friday, the 27th of October. Today, obviously, I do announcements on Group of the Day, Contribute of the Day, birthday announcements, obviously. Also, I've got my Doctor Who news to tell you about, some updates. Universal Horror DVD collection selection from my collection, obviously. The reveal of yesterday's answer to Doctor Who's question and a new question coming up. Also, your comments, which are more important than ever. And of course, what's coming up. Right, okay then, let's get on with this. Today I want to beat my time of 11:30 seconds, 11 minutes 30 seconds. So obviously you'll have to forgive me for going too fast, but I'll do my best to sort of get everything in. Right, here we go then. Group of the day for Thursday the 26th of October goes to the Pets Corner group. The Pets Corner group. Congratulations to that group. And contribute of the day goes to Amanda J. Phillips for Thursday 26th of October. Well done. I'll post you on Twitter, Instagram, my story, and of course Facebook. Right, moving on. It's birthday announcement time. Here we go. There's quite a few here, actually. I haven't counted, I've lost count. I'll do them as quickly as possible. Celebrating the birthdays for Friday, 27th of October are Neil Kenny, Abba Ranches Julian, Jeff Jones, Benny Santiago Jr., Christopher Bold, David Zarkin, Brian Wendloff, Andy Burton, who's a member of my group, so congratulations to him. I'll post your birthday up on my area. I usually do a video announcement on my groups, so he'll get that announcement very shortly. Also, Barani Ebden, also celebrating their birthdays are Sergio Garcia and Lily Hoovian, Sim Septin, I think that is right, yeah, Sim Septim, and Paul Beecham are all celebrating their birthdays. Well done to them. If you know them, wish them well. Right, they'll be on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, somewhere along there, maybe on YouTube as well. Right, moving on to some Doctor Who news, some exciting Doctor Who news. Well, not for you, but for me. But I thought I'd mention it anyway. They are going to be they're going to be animating a classic Doctor Who adventure. Obviously, I think you know which one it is. It's the Celestial Toymaker. Obviously, 3 episodes were lost. One was saved. I've got the 4th episode, so I know, but it's not the same if you sort of it's like having a puzzle with one piece missing in it. So looking forward to that. The release date now, I presume with how they work, these the mechanisms and the mechanics of these things, obviously they need commission from the BBC, and then they get the rights for that, and then they go, I think Disney have to give a sort of collaboration on it as well. Also, then it goes to the people that want to make it, the company that wants to make it, who obviously on the BBC's payroll, and then they get the animators or the sketchers, drawers, people that do the computer graphics and stuff. So I reckon it takes a process about 6 months, is it, to put it all together with all the credits and all the people that have to go involved, because you've got other considerations, the PR and stuff like that. So I reckon it will be out in January of 2024. So I don't know if it's the right period, but I'm just guessing that, for what I've seen and for what I've, for the period and time period, they usually take about 6 months to make. Because of, obviously they've got the stuff there ready, the audio, the soundtrack. So the BBC have got the soundtrack to that, to Celestial Toymaker. So they work off from that, and they also got stills, a few stills left. They didn't manage to throw away, and that's how they work on it, and they're very good at it. And by going by it, it's like everything else. Audio gives you an imagination, so it's quite easy to work from if you're experienced enough. But yeah, there is a great sort of enthusiasm to know that they're going to make this episode. Sorry about the shadow. So I'm looking forward to that. But when I find out a release date, I will tell you. But I'm sure it will be in the new year, January 2024. Right, okay then. I'll keep you up to date on that. Right, moving on, a bit more Doctor Who news. This is about a novelisation that has just come out. This is about the Evil, the Daleks. It's out at your local stockists, such as W.H. Smith's and places like that. So if you wish to go and buy it, it's out now. It's called The Evil, the Daleks. It's Patrick Troughton, during the Patrick Troughton period. I think Victoria made a debut in this as well. And Jamie McCrimmon was in this one. This is, I think this is the last episode of the first season of Patrick Troughton. But anyway, that's out now, the novelisation, the book. So go and get it. I will certainly go out and buy it today. Right, okay, then moving on to updates. My page, the Lee Anthony Davis, the Sarah Jane Adventures page has now reached 55 followers, and my Lee Anthony Davis, the Sarah Jane Adventures group, has now moved up to 43 members. So thank you very much for following and joining. I appreciate that very much. My Instagram account, no movers at the moment. It did drop, yes. It did drop yesterday, but it's gone back up again, but only to the number that I had. Right, so there's no point in telling you that. Right, moving on. Universal Horror DVD collection selection. This is my final few few DVDs from that era. I'm going to show you right now. Here they go. This is obviously Dracula, my real classic from Universal. As you can see, it does shine a lot because the cover's glossy and everything, and it's making my head glow as well. But yeah, this is also featuring the House of Dracula. This is where we have Frankenstein. I don't think, yes, there's a Wolfman in this one. Lon Chaney's in this one. He's, as you know, he plays Larry Talbot, who's got this sort of affinity with the moon. And as soon as the moon is full bright, he turns into this Wolfman. It's quite good for the period it was made in the 1930s. But yeah, classic stuff. Bela Lugosi is brilliant as Count Dracula. And I think mostly a lot of films that are made after it have a lot to be thankful for this, because this was the sort of birth of it, really, for films, that is, not for the novelisation of it. Bram Stoker obviously knew his stuff. There you go. This one, it is a real classic. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. This is where we had the big fight scene at the end where the Wolfman takes on Frankenstein. It's a real classic. And then on top of that, the villagers, the usual, holding their pickaxes and stuff. One of them puts a load of explosives in the castle where they're fighting, and then suddenly there's a dam behind it. It blows the dam up under the water, and you see Frankenstein, the Wolfman, fighting it out, and the Wolfman gets on this massive... it gets on top of this massive cabinet and then jumps onto Frankenstein. Suddenly the water pours in, bang, and that's the end of it. But yeah, classic stuff. I'm trying to keep the shadow off. Right, so that's that one. What one? Oh yeah, another classic one, The Invisible Man, Claude Rains, brilliant film. I think the special effects in this is next to nothing. It's brilliant. And also Phantom of the Opera, again played by Claude Rains. If you know the story, you don't need me to burble on about it. Sorry about this. I'm facing it because it's a bit dark in here. Right, okay, final one. This one is not so good. This is Dracula's Daughter. It's basically, apparently he had a daughter. It's like having finding out that your brother's called. It's like finding out that your Dracula's brother. Well, Dracula had a brother called Fred. Nah, it just didn't work for me. I bought it because it was part of the collection. Anyway, I'll have another collection selection for you tomorrow. Right, moving on to let's see, a Doctor Who quiz question. I'll read this out quickly. Who invented the Cybermen? The answer was Kit Pedler. Here's a question for you. Guy Leopold wrote a few Doctor Who stories in the 70s. Basically, what I want to know is, who was his real name? Because obviously Guy Leopold was an alias. They all did it in the... Ronnie Barker did it. He penned a different name to put a sketch in, so they had no idea that it was him writing them. Also, there was a Terence Dix used an alias as well to write, because he obviously, I think he used Gordon Bland or something like that. But anyway, never mind. But I want to know, who was Guy Leopold? Right, you'll be surprised, or you might not be. Right, okay then. I'll give you the answer to that tomorrow. Right now, most importantly, your comments. Here we go. Quickly going through this, if I can just find it. Yeah, here we are. I'll go with, let's see, Lost in Space on this one. Comments. Sorry about that. I always keep forgetting to turn the sound down. Just turned it down now. Here we go. Comments. I'll read this quickly. This is about Lost in Space. As much as I find the endings in these are ludicrous, I still enjoy them. Yeah, you're quite right. They are ludicrous. They have these daft robots and everything. And also, I'll read this last one. Smith's character has lightened up since the early episodes, has become more warmer rather than colder, but still remains the Yellow Streak. You're right there. Right, just to tell you quickly, I've got Lost in Space coming up, Doctor Who excerpt, PlayStation 2 trailer, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.